Yes, a wonderful guy. He's Jimin.
How did you get it right?
Why you don't know who he is? Everybody has to know his name.
Okay, I think our culture minister is an army.
Things are getting a lot more intense in the K-pop scene today, and a lot has just happened in the span of 1 week. So if you're looking for the hottest tea, you are in the right place, because I will be talking about the latest happenings that surprised everyone in the past few days. First off, I'm going to discuss the current situation of BTS's military enlistment, and let me tell you, things are heating up as the government debates the pros and cons of the matter. I have an update about Aespa and how students from the controversial Kpop High School decided to sell their fan cams, and by the looks of it, this controversy is far from over. I'm also going to spill the tea about Hwasa and how the idol is getting criticized for her attitude problem. If you're ready to hear more, buckle up and let's get started. Finally, the South Korean government is discussing whether the boys of BTS should be exempted from the mandatory military enlistment. And honestly, I think it's about time they make a decision about this very urgent matter. It's no secret how controversial BTS's upcoming military enlistment is. It wouldn't even be an exaggeration if you were to say that the entirety of South Korea and large portion of the world are waiting for updates about the situation. This is why armies are all tuned in as the government engaged in a heated debate during the briefing conducted by the Minister of Culture, Sports and Tourism, Hwang Hee, to discuss related matters. Of course, the Military Service Act is once again brought up, and by the looks of it, it seems like there is a big chance that the group will be entitled to an exemption. During the discussion of a possible criteria for military exemption, Minister Hwang said that people who have received presidential merits and more should be included. And you know how the boys have received numerous merits from the leader of the country, and even served as special envoys during the UN, so it's most likely that they will have to skip an inevitable hiatus if these amendments are approved. However, because mandatory military service is very sensitive in Korea, not only to politicians but also to the public, a debate is expected to come. This is because a lot of citizens are crying foul for allegedly giving idols and celebrities special treatment. There are also fans who think that the boys should not be exempted, especially after other idols didn't hesitate to join the military. Saying more about the issue, a netizen left a comment saying it is unfair to divide military service standards between non-celeb and Hallyu celebrities. As the issue drags on, Hybe reminded fans how the boys expressed a desire to serve and remain faithful to their country. Aside from things they already said before, the company haven't made another statement. Also, until the final verdict is decided, I think armies should trust their faves and support them no matter what. Next up, after making their iconic Coachella appearance, it seems like the ever-talented girls of 21 cannot do a part 2 after experts from the industry laid down reasons as to why it is more than impossible for the YG girl group to reunite. 한국일보 released a statement about the matter on May 4th, and while the news outlet emphasized that there is no problem within the girls and that they are thirsty for a comeback as much as their fans, the hurdle is just too high to make things happen. More specifically, they cannot use their group name 21 because the copyright belongs to their past company, YG Entertainment, while their older songs belong to their producer Teddy, and it will involve a lot of legal matters just to sing or perform them on stage. This is the main reason why their OT4 performance for Coachella was a surprise, and no one knew about it until they stepped on stage. 한국일보 continued, if the 4 members want to perform or release an album under the name of 21 legally, they must obtain prior consent from YG Entertainment or transfer their trademark rights. This is why the stage of 21 had to be planned as a surprise event at Coachella. Well, nothing is over until it's over, so Blackjacks better keep believing. Moving on to another controversy, Aespa is facing yet another malicious attack after students from Kpop High School are caught selling the group's fan cam online. This was after they were harassed by students during their performance for the school's festival. The issue started with an article entitled I Sell Kpop High School Black Mamba, Savage, and Next Level Direct Cam, which was posted on the online community The Cool, and of course, fans didn't like what they saw. especially after one of the students involved is also the student who posted a picture of Aespa along with sexual harassment remarks saying, "I got to do everything except touch them." Once again, the school released a statement saying that they weren't aware the sale and would address the issue accordingly. In their statement, Gyeongbok High School promised to reprimand students who were involved and would file necessary cases against them if needed. Earlier this week, parents of the students involved had asked fans to take down their posts about the situation, saying how their son is getting treatment for trauma and that, as parents, they're getting worried. However, fans answered back saying, "I'm so taken aback. Is your family the only thing that's important? The only thing Aespa members received in return for their performance was harassment. Have you ever thought of the members who went through that? How do you have no shame? Why are you afraid of a situation you created?" SM Entertainment has not released a statement about the situation, and fans are getting irked by the silent treatment. Hopefully, they will manage the girls better because they deserve so much more. Next up, IKON is finally back! Like, they are literally out of the dungeon after they made their comeback with But You after 2 years of hiatus. The boys had been teasing Iconic since the beginning of the month, and fans were still on cloud 9 after the album was released. Fans quickly took to Twitter to celebrate the return. Of course, many people are curious about what the members were up to while working on the album, and since Bobby had recently become a full-fledged father, many people wanted to know if there were any changes after his child was born. Giving an honest answer, Bobby said, "I believe that my identity as IKON's Bobby and as the person Kim Ji-won are separated." Speaking more about the matter, the rapper promised that he will continue to give his best without holding back, just like he always does. Have you listened to the song? In case you haven't, you better hit that play button because it's a bop. Moving on, MAMAMOO HWASA is getting criticized for having attitude problems. Netizens pointed out how her friends jokingly called her out for ignoring their calls. In an episode of the variety show Seoul Check-In, Jung-hwa and Lee Hyo-ri mentioned how Hwasa barely answered their calls and would ignore them because of her global star status. I don't know about that, and while it's very obvious that the friends were just joking when they said that, Knet still targeted Hwasa for having a bad attitude. According to viewers, Hwasa ignored her seniors in the Korean music scene for foreign things, quote unquote. There were also people who criticized her for allegedly thinking too highly of herself just because she's well known internationally. Soon, one thing led to another and people were ridiculing Hwasa for her looks and lack of skills. Thankfully, her friends decided to stand up for her and lay the facts straight. Jung-hwa herself made a statement about the matter and decided enough is enough and shut down Knet and their bashing. On Instagram, the evergreen star posted a photo of herself with the Maria singer and explained her side. She captioned the photo saying, "Seoul Check-In, I was so happy to meet Hwasa after a long time that I said I couldn't reach her to describe that she was always busy. I must have said that I wanted to contact her, but I expressed it differently. Hwasa always answers brightly and calls me senior. It's a night where I can hear Hwasa laughing." Knet, on the other hand, ignored her statement and continued to criticize Hwasa. Even fans have to defend their idol, saying it's complete nonsense and how their fave is getting hated for ridiculous reasons. In the past, the idol has been called out for breaking idol norms and for being unique. Netizens didn't like it when she didn't wear a bra or just whenever she felt proud of her skin. And while the idol appears to be strong, Hwasa has opened up about how comments like this really affect her. In the recently released Wave original documentary MAMAMOO, Where Are We Now?, Hwasa confessed her feelings of being affected by malicious comments about her, asking, "Will this situation be over if I disappear?" A News Zen reporter also released a statement in an attempt to defend the idol, saying, "I understand that there is a reputation that artists have to endure as much as they are popular, but isn't it time to stop picking on things that are embarrassing to point out? I just hope that the difficulties of stars, including Hwasa, who repeatedly explains the controversy, will ease." Make sure to leave encouraging comments for Hwasa because she has a beautiful heart. I hope netizens chill out and stop being sensitive about the slightest of things, because honestly, it's none of their business. How about you? Do you think BTS should be exempted from military service? And should SM sue the students of Gyeongbok High School? Let us know in the comments below and stay tuned for more. See you!